on the spot, but if you want
special
to.
Mic?
Yeah, heck yes.
Okay, yes. Thank you all for joining us on this special occasion. I love this Shooky mic.
Yeah.
It may go in my bag tonight, John. It may be coming home with me. Okay, all right. So, yes, Watcher fam is in the house. Represent, clap your hands. Let's go, man. AmpTheory in the house. Clap your hands, let's go. And the model himself, John Reeves.
What?
Yes, sir, is in the house. Let's go, man. It's a momentous occasion. This is like really like a family affair. I really feel like, I know you guys. We're cultivating relationships here, and that's what's really, really important to us. So I'm just so happy that we have this opportunity to get to know each other because getting to know people this day and age, especially in the age of the internet, it gets harder and harder. People become detached from a relationship standpoint. So this type of stuff is very, very important. Values matter. Love, true love, real love, not fake love. Real love actually matters, okay? And we're the manifestation of that, and our guys have taught us what that actually means. You see what I'm saying? How to really love yourself. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm very excited to be up here with these handsome men, bruh. Come on, man. Let's go.
Not lying. We're handsome.
Yes.
Dude, yes.
You're also not lying, so.
Cheers.
There you go. Yes. Cheers, everybody. Thank you all for being here.
To everyone.
Yes.
Everyone.
Cheers.
I have no drink in here.
Oh, no. We're going to fix this. Do you want some of this one?
Yeah, I guess I'll get a little.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
get you over this one.
Just a little. Okay. All right. All right. Now I get.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
That's wholesome.
Right? Delicious.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so does anybody have a starting question for us? And if not, I don't want to put anybody on the spot. But if anybody does have a question, anybody out here really quick? Anybody in chats? We got an opening question. Hit us with it.
Who was the first member that caught everyone back?
Oh, that's a great question. You want to start going this way? We just hit them quick answers from this way down?
the road?
Yeah, shotgun it, dude. Oh, here. I'll hand you the special microphone. I have the mic.
Speak closer to it so I can hear you.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say is I've been a V guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
V guy. Nice.
It's because both their his last name starts with a V, so
Oh yeah.
it's like, oh, I've read double V.
Double V.
I mean, it's no worldwide, but you know, everybody say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Jim. There we go.
Yes.
He's just so handsome. He lured me in with a smile.
If you watched our channel for like 2 seconds, you know mine is Jimin, obviously. I just danced for him last week, so.
Dude, yes.
And he gets his hand stuck in.
We don't talk about my side piece though.
So honestly, I'm pretty new to all of this, but the Jimin effect.
He got Jimin affected for sure.
As soon as I heard him saying, I was like, what an a-hole.
I remember that moment.
Yeah.
I was sitting there.
That was like the first one we did.
I saw it in person. I don't know if y'all have ever seen somebody be Jimin affected in person, but I was sitting there and I was like,
I was like,
it was amazing. It was amazing.
It happens.
Yes.
It'll happen.
So like, I think for me, the first person that really got me, I think, was Suga. Actually, Suga was the first one that got me, and then Jin like sealed the deal. I'm like, oh god. So
We should be sitting next to each other, bro.
I know it was meant to be.
Jin twins.
Jin twins. Bow.
That means y'all gotta get up and do Super Tuner later, right?
Yeah.
That would be dope.
If y'all want it,
Hey,
if people want it, give the people what they want.
I just. The first one that got me, it was Suga actually. That's the first one that got me. I don't know. It was just something about like his swag, even to this day, that just I don't know. You just can't keep your eyes off him. But eventually, J-Hope, bro. J-Hope, man. Something about his spirit just drew me in. I don't know if it was such a time as this type of thing, where I needed someone like him in my life, just literally in my spirit. But it was something about him that made me be like, okay, now I understand what this bias thing is about. Because I was very green, and I've never been a part of a fandom where they had biases and stuff. I mean, I'm coming from the Death Row era. I mean, I guess Snoop Dogg was my bias. I don't know. But yeah, bro, I was like, okay, now I understand what they talking about as far as bias, bro. Completely infatuated. Yeah, J-Hope the Sunshine. But first, to start with Sugar, King of Swag. You heard me. Let's go.
Yes.
I've been doing everyone. Hello. I'm pretty sure everybody know who mine. Nah, I'm pretty sure everybody know who my favorite is, right? Right? Yes. So yes, RM was the first one who caught me. It was because of his lyrics. But when I saw Persona, that performance he did on stage, it just kind of took me over. It reminded me the reason why I love music so much and why I love doing music so much, and I respect his mind so much. So yes, RM is my bias. But if I would say something, a few people had a problem because they didn't know who my bias was at one point, and everybody kept sending me Jimin pics. I couldn't understand it. I was like, why everybody keep sending me Jimin pics? but then I started like paying attention to the videos, and I realized how mesmerized I would get over Jimin. To the point I was telling people, hey man, don't let this guy around your girl. Then I started telling guys too, don't look in the eyes. So I see why people were sending me Jimin pics. But to clear everything up, RM is my bias, and Jimin's just a very, very close friend.
President RM, dude.
I'd rather be lost in the... No. I remember liking how Sugar rapped at first. He was rapping fast, that fast rapid fire. But y'all know my bias.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it to him. Yeah, J-Hope, I identify with him the most based off the dancing. Y'all know I love dancing. So, Obi.
Yes, dude, yes. Man, this microphone is so hot. Thank you so much for the question. That was an amazing starting question, for
That was
real.
a very good first question, for sure.
Follow up from the AmpTheory.
All right, here we go. Hit us with it.
Kai or Jim?
Oh, it's Jimin all day.
Oh,
No joke.
yes. There you go.
Jimin.
Do we have
Sorry.
any follow-ups from any of
Yeah.
the
Any follow-ups from anybody's lives?
online stuff?
I mean, because once you Jim in, you can't Jim out. So
That's true.
It's illegal.
That's very true.
That
Yes.
is a universal law.
Yes.
It is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was carved in the stone.
Yeah. Well, does anybody out in does anybody have any questions out here? Any second questions for us? Hit us with it.
Why be reactors?
Oh,
Why be
Why
reactors?
reactors?
Okay.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Yes, you spicy. I see you.
Yeah.
This is my third drink of the night. Give me a minute.
Okay, can I start this one off? Y'all all right with that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So for me, like, I'm a huge fan of music. I play music a lot, and I was going through like a point where I wasn't playing a lot of live shows. Like me and Chris played in bands, and weren't really playing a lot of live shows, and I missed that connection of like being able to talk to people about music, discovering new music. I loved going to concerts and like playing with new bands that we never played with, and be like just nerding out over what they were doing. So that's one big thing that I love about just music reactions. And then whenever I got into BTS, it opened up like this whole new world of music that I could be into. And, you know, I was just, it broke me in a lot of different ways, like a lot of different like stereotypes I had about music and all these different things. So that's why I guess like BTS reaction, because of that and their message, I just related to them way too much. So, but yeah, that's me.
That's good. That's good. For me, why be a reactor? Well, Well, first and foremost, to be honest, I'm a reactor because my wife told me to be a reactor.
Yeah.
So we were doing YouTube back in the day. We were doing a few different things, and my wife was like, "I really like reactions, like reviews. I think you would be good at that. Let's do it." I was like, "Okay, we're not fighting no battles. Let's go." But it really grew into my main reason now for being a reactor is to reach out to people, share my experiences with people. I find like comfort in it, validation in it, and I'm the type of person I like to build family. You know, just family and friends. I'm really like big on that, and you don't have to be my blood to be my love. You heard me? Mm-hmm. And so I just always want to reach out to people. I have a voice, and oftentimes I don't really see the value in my own voice. So this thing is a courageous thing for me. It's me overcoming my fears as well. Doing this, you know, it's literally slapping fear in the face every time I turn that camera on and I do a reaction. Yeah. So those are the main reasons, and I'm so thankful that we actually did this. We started this because we opened a door that I never really saw coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do, as a YouTuber, you do stuff because it's entertainment, right? You're trying to provide entertainment and you're hoping people will watch, right? But it became so much more. It became a life-changing experience for me, like to my core. Like I used to think a lot differently than I did a few years ago. I mean, I think a lot differently now than I did a few years ago about all aspects in life. You know what I'm saying? Especially like being a man and what that means to be a man. You see what I'm saying? Because I grew up in New Orleans. I grew up where you had to be tough in order to survive. And I had that mindset going into my 20s, 30s, and even late 30s. And so it's like when I discovered BTS, a lot of those toxic walls began to break down and stuff and within me. And I really started seeing a big change. And honestly, I thought I had did some changing beforehand, because I had several experiences in my life that really did have a paradigm shift occur in my brain. But this right here, this is the game changer for me right here, man. This is the biggest change I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm loud and proud with, as far as being a man now. What does that mean to be a man? It doesn't mean you have to be tough, and it doesn't mean that you don't cry under any circumstance whatsoever. If you cry, you better cry in the car by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that. Like, I can be open with my feelings. I'm free to explore my feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm free to say this man looks beautiful. Like all 7 of BTS, they are freaking beautiful ass men. You see what I'm saying? All day, bro. And I even began to compliment people in my own life. But like these guys, I tell them all the time, y'all beautiful, beautiful, brown skin, beautiful, beautiful men. You know what I'm saying? I love your sexy caramel. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't say that years ago because I felt like I'd be less than a man in saying that. But because of BTS and this experience, I can say that openly, and I feel great about saying that. I feel free to say that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, there's so much more to life than what you've been taught a lot of times, and you just have to open the doors in your mind to explore, right? And when you do that, it's such a rewarding experience. So I'm sorry that was kind of long, but being a reactor is much more than entertainment to me. Being a reactor is much more than views to me. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that viral stuff. If it doesn't go with substance, you can keep that. You heard me? This is real for me. You know, so yeah. We're reactors, not actors. You heard me? Genuine reactors all day. What you gotta say? Let's go.
I was thinking awesome. Oh my God. Yes.
Why am I clapping for myself?
You're not humble, Nico. You're not humble. Hey, that's just your light skin kicking in.
Yeah, you're right.
Nah, but a lot of what he said, I definitely feel that. Okay, I'll try to make this short and sweet. The reason why I say the reactor, growing up, for me, I was always the one that people would come to, talk to about their problems. Even sometimes just being at the bar, people always tell me, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I don't know either, but you keep on. But I also heard things like, man, I see you being a motivational speaker. I see you helping a lot of people and things of that nature. Even, In church, people was trying to prep me to be a preacher, a pastor, you know, because I would connect with people. And what my wife liked to call me a social butterfly, you know. So when I started getting people DMing me and telling me how much some of the things that I said is changing their life and stuff like that, I just never thought that would be, you know, only reason why I even got started with connecting with BTS because I thought they was dancers. I'm pretty sure I told this story before, but I just thought they was dancers. And I hit Nico up like, hey, I want to come watch these dancers, which he didn't correct me at all. I believe that's who they are.
Yep.
Yeah. And then what wound up happening from there was seeing how BTS reconnected us and how they are breaking barriers, and then how they also connecting the world through music. And I love music. I love to sit up there and write music that I hope will motivate and inspire people all across the world. So when I started getting the DM and people was telling me these things, I was like, wow, I never would have thought that this would have been one of those ways to do what I always really wanted to do anyway. So I thank God first and foremost. I thank BTS. I thank these two beautiful creatures right here for allowing me to come in and be part of it. And I thank all of y'all because since then I have been motivated to not even just do music anymore, but I'm starting to take dance serious again and get, you know, I even get to the point where I feel a little nervous, you know, like some of y'all saw yesterday. I get a little nervous because I do have this thing about like, y'all showed us so much love. And I just want to be able to give some of that love back, you know what I'm saying? So with being a reactor and by BTS being so good at what they do, and they always have this positive message, I'm able to continue that journey of being a motivational person, not just for myself and my family, but for people across the world. So that's why I choose being a reactor. Thank y'all. Thank you. Why did I clap for myself now?
Take out your big brother.
Nico did.
Yep.
I really can't follow up with anything better than what they said.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
gonna lie. But the main thing, we do it for y'all. Like, we love y'all. Y'all are watching us. Y'all are supporting us. We appreciate all of it. That's mainly what I can say about that. So I just say thank y'all for your continued support of us, and just keep on doing it. We're gonna keep on doing it for y'all, and that's that. We love you.
Yeah.
That's that.
Hey, pass it down. We get in on this?
Can everybody hear us good?
I'm good.
We gotta get some AmpTheory action. Boom! Oh, no, fellas.
So, me and Scott a long time ago started on YouTube, but just being dumb children, just posting dumb things. And what got me into wanting to be a reactor is a lot of things, but both of them wanting to start a YouTube channel, and mainly Peter, it was his main idea. But I had been out of the YouTube fold for a long time, but I'd always wanted to create some kind of content because I like to entertain people. I don't know, not very well sometimes, but it's
I'm sorry. I know, yeah. Okay, there you go.
No, but it became a thing because we didn't start off doing any kind of reactions. Then when we started doing them, we fell head first into the world of BTS because our first reaction, as some people know, didn't go that high. It was the perfect learning experience because if what happened didn't happen, we wouldn't have dove so deep into BTS, and I can honestly say that they have legitimately changed my life in so many ways. Because not only do I get to, it helped, one thing, it helped reconnect us with Peter,
Yeah.
Because me and Scott have always been here, but Peter moved away for like 8 years.
Yeah, he fled.
But we always hung out when we were teenagers, and with this, it's really brought back that childhood fun that we used to have.
Yeah.
And the icing on the cake is, you know, we didn't think we would ever do reactions, but once we started doing it, it not only helped me find a love for music again, because for the longest time I would just be like, oh, I heard that new song or whatever. I do not miss a BTS song when it comes out. I literally, that's all I listen to in the car now.
Speak on it.
Because it literally, like, it brought me back into music because their message is so strong. They're so humble. To be such huge superstars that they are, to be as humble as they are, I'm like, any ego I had, I need to check way back there. Because it's insane. And I'll say the main question is, why are you a reactor? Because to me, I've always wanted to do YouTube stuff. Not only is it get to have great music, but I get to share experiences with people like you. Like, I've had amazing conversations with people this weekend, you know, that are like really opened my eye. I'm like, wow, like it's
As more comfortable with ourselves, more comfortable on camera, Jonathan brought reactions into our lives. And the honest truth is, if Jonathan had never brought like reactions into our lives, like started with BTS, like they say, right, like you don't find BTS till like you're ready, right? Then they find you. And so like to be a reactor, like especially like BTS, like their message, the reason that I have continued to want to do it is because like being able to talk with all of you, like sitting here in front of every single one of you and experiencing things with you over this past weekend has like helped me combat like certain loneliness that I didn't know that I had in my life. And so you don't realize what's missing until it like enters into your life and you actually are able to like share that with somebody. So, you know, if you're going through a hard time, that's it. Next question should be a jokey joke question. Pull me out of my sadness.
Yeah, I guess I'll go last.
yeah.
Why be a reactor? Cause y'all, honestly, I didn't want to be a reactor, to be honest. You know, like, as the reformed hater up here, if y'all seen us long enough.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, y'all know me like, I'm not gonna say I like something unless I like it. And at first, my first videos, I was like, I don't get it. I identify with some of the things y'all said about being a man, you know, because that was my hang up at first, right? I mean, you see, you know, these guys and they make you feel funny. Right? It's like, you can't really look at them in the eyes. And I'm just taught, you know, since I was young, to be like, you know, if it makes me feel funny, I fight back. Get away from me, you know? But that being said, like, you know, our first reaction went a little sideways, and I was over it after that, right? I was like, look, I wasn't even trying to be a reactor to begin with, like, you know, I'm done. But for as much as I've grown to love BTS, I've had a longer story with Army, right? Because y'all the ones who reach out to us, like, that's kind of what's real to me. I'm not even convinced BTS is real. These guys can't be real. They don't ever like not hit the right note. They don't ever hit the right step. That's debatable. I don't know if they're real. But I do know that you guys are real. It's like y'all reached out, and like I said, our relationship didn't start off the best. Like I actually verbatim, when I finally like figured it out, when I finally was like, like I get it. I actually had somebody reach out to me. It was like, Peter, like, I think it was the Grammy video that we did, the reaction. It hit me that like all these American artists, like they get to watch BTS live. And I was like, are they aware of what they're witnessing? Because it's like, we experience Army not just from the US, but from the Philippines, from Indonesia, from all these places that we'll never get to experience them like in person, right? Like for whatever the reason. And I was watching when I was like, do they even appreciate what they're seeing? You know, and like I get it now. Like I appreciate just being able to watch them on TV, you know? And so, like, honestly, it's been like a crazy ride. And so when I said that, when I was like, yeah, like somebody reached out to me and they're like, you know what, Peter, at first, like, I hated you. and they were like, I was always like, if you don't like them, why are you reacting to them? And I was like, yeah, but now I get it. And now, like, I'm fully bought in. And, you know, I mentioned this to a few of you guys. It's like what I appreciate the most now that I'm in it is like, I think that being here, especially in the States, it's hard to just walk into work and be like, yeah, like I react to BTS, I like BTS, like this, and they just don't get it. Like, I don't have anybody that I can relate to, these guys. And now that I met these guys, and now that I've met y'all in person, because like to me, I feel that, like, you know, it doesn't always seem too real to me, you know, but now it's real. Now I've met y'all. And so I really didn't choose to react. Like, I just felt like y'all chose me. Y'all were in the comments telling us, or us. I'm talking about you right now.